What?
Welcome to Tokusatsu Action Anime Thursday Night Titans Episode 3. We are talking about our favorite anime franchises. We are also, at some point, going to reflect on the awesome, amazing career of Jennifer Lillis, aka
Rachel Lillis.
Rachel Lillis.
Sorry, Rachel Lillis. My bad. That's what happens when you haven't been paying attention to stuff for so long. Anyways, we are talking. We're gonna be at some point reflecting on the awesome, cool career of Rachel Lillis, aka Jessie in Pokemon, and Jigglypuff, and so many other female characters in Pokemon.
And so many Pokemon. It's probably easier to say which ones he didn't voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am sharing this out. So go ahead and start if you want to start with your what your number one whatever anime franchise.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to episode 3.
What's up?
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hey,
to
you want to see something cool? I'm gonna drink this guy.
I am not high enough to try and do a fancy voice.
My character right here, my profile picture, already tells what type of voice I do.
I don't speak Japanese well enough to speak in the way my profile picture would speak.
So, watashi wo tenmitsu da.
Shinando!
Okay, I think only one of you actually said something.
Yeah. If I had to go first, favorite anime I actually did enjoy, personal favorite, it will always be this really good anime called Kazi no Stigma, and I love this show to death. I will literally defend that show with my damn life because that show is so iconic. It's just too bad the creator passed away a long time ago.
Ah, damn. I feel the same way about a series called Jing, the King of Bandits. That's a really good series. I can't recommend that highly.
I've seen that one.
Cool. And I'm right. It's a good series.
So, not to cut you off, but I just wanted to put it out there.
And it's a good series, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Cure Royale.
Yep. And every series a new girl named after an actual drink. I think Cure Royale is that. Hello, Brony.
Hi, Brony.
How's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. We just got started.
It's a little. Yeah, we're watching we're talking about really great anime and Rachel Lillis. And by the way, I thought she cleared herself of cancer. I'm not trying to be put this in a dark tone. I thought she beat cancer.
Breast cancer took her life. It was Ash's longtime voice actress of original from.
Oh, Veronica Taylor?
Yeah, Veronica Taylor?
Veronica Taylor. It was also James in Team Rocket, a.k.a. Eric Stewart. Thank you.
Dan Green.
Eric Stewart and Veronica Taylor were the two that put out that she had sadly passed away from breast cancer. There have been news sites claiming she was 46, and I think that's her exact age she was.
Yeah, she was.
And then
about a month later after
and then we've had other news sites proclaim she has been older age.
Here we go. Remember, she was in her 40s. Remember that, everyone.
Yes.
Too fucking young.
Way too
exactly.
young.
Agreed.
I mean, that kind of hits a little too close to home for me.
Yeah, I'm only 42, so it's making me a little nervous.
I'm
mean-
literally in my 20s, so yeah, I feel very respected to that.
Yeah.
On a personal note, I can relate to that because my mother had breast cancer last year, so that's why it hits a little too close.
My
Sorry.
aunt from my father's side had breast cancer. She's still alive though.
Mhm.
That's good. My mom's still alive, and she's been 1 year cancer free.
Nice.
Yep, I'm
But
very happy for that.
I am excited for one anime that's actually coming back. Coming back for a long hiatus is Bleach.
Yeah, the thousand year blood war. I read that, and I've seen stuff that's coming out that's anime exclusive that wasn't in the manga. So I'm really interested in seeing how that's gonna go down.
Yes, because we already seen. I think we already seen Ichigo's new look. We're about to see a lot of cool things like Hitsugaya's Bankai, Grinjao returning, Aizen getting out of that chair,
Mhm.
and possibly we might even see like Yuhaba versus Aizen and Ichigo, and him killing the Soul King.
I've like I said, I've read the manga, so I know how it ends up. So I'm not going to spoil because I know they haven't changed how the thousand year blood arc war goes, but they did like add some stuff like in the manga. Even though Shinji is a freaking captain, you never see his Bankai. In the anime, they're going to show his Bankai, and
He already did.
yeah, and from what I know what it is, and I'll watch it, but I'm not impressed from what I've heard. I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to spoil it for anybody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Like it. And I think we're about to see what's his name? Kyoraku's Bankai.
Who's that guy again?
Kyoraku? One of the captains with Yamamoto.
Shiroku. What wasn't he
He was the guy with the hat.
the guy with that? Oh, that doesn't. Okay, let's see. Back up.
He was
Yeah,
the captain with the hat. Like he had two swords. He
Oh
had a
yeah, they
jacket.
show. Oh yeah, they. Oh, you mean Shinsui?
Yeah, Shusui Kyoraku. Yeah.
Yeah, Kiraku. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, his Bankai. He does do his Bankai, and oh yes, I can't wait to see that animated because it's going to look good.
It's gonna be freaking orgasmic, man.
He really
Yeah.
was because they already did well with Kimpachi and how he handled his Shikai. And no, before anyone says that, that's not his Bankai, that's his Shikai. The Bankai, well, we'll see that probably later on.
We haven't seen. He does his Shikai in the thousand year blood arc. The sword he has now, that's not its release date.
Yeah, that's his Shikai, not his Bankai.
No, it's not. His Shikai, its release date is something different. That's just his base sword.
Nozara, and I had to tell you, they really did not disappoint with Nozarashi's design.
Yeah,
They really did
yeah.
not.
When he does finally release it and says his name, ooh, I'm torn with his Bankai because I like how what it does, but at the same time, I don't know. Kimpachi's always been one of my favorite characters.
Really?
I love Kimpachi. He's just such a he's so simple. Just I like to fight, and I like to fight strong opponents. Doesn't want to kill you because if he kills you, he can't fight you again. You can't get better, so you can come back and fight him again, and hopefully have a good time.
Reminds me a bit of a certain Street Fighter character. Am I right?
It reminds me of a certain green of a faction from a British tabletop game. Wow.
Oh, that's great. There were some. So yeah, a lot of good animes are coming back, even some returning ones. I just kind of wish the only one that's actually concerning me a little bit is they're actually trying to bring. No, not that one. I think it's no, not Uzaki-chan because I think that show is actually being canceled right now for some goddamn reason.
That's a shame.
Like seriously, like what's so bad about Uzaki-chan besides the obvious reasons?
Considering Keiho Shibuya's in that,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I have the anime you're referring to. I've never heard of it, so I can't speak on it.
Well, let's just okay. So Uzaki-chan, like, so this show called Uzaki-chan Likes to Hang Out. It's this character named, well, Uzaki-chan, and
Okay.
hangs out with this guy named Sakurai. They're college students, and apparently the reason why, a lot of people were like on fire with this anime because the way the way she's designed. To one question, giant knockers.
Yeah, Opie.
No, and the crazy thing is she has a shirt that says Opie on it. Like the writers were not trying to hide the fact that she had giant tits.
Most animes don't when they have characters with assets like that.
They were just doing that for some odd reason, and I'll just go like, "You're not hiding it." And yeah, she's not really annoying. Like Uzaki is not really annoying or charismatic. She's actually a really good friend. Really wants to help Sakurai out and everything else. And like always, like every romantic comedy anime, she always tries to. She ends up falling in love. I think falling in love with Sakurai.
And that's how they go. They either end up falling in love with them, or it turns out they've always loved them and just kept it to themselves because reasons.
Don't forget, Geek was the one a couple weeks ago or something that said Ultimate Muscle, the sequel.
Oh,
or
Kaniku Man, the perfect origin arc
is coming.
It's already come out. It's on Netflix. It's already got like 4 episodes out so far.
Wait, is it a new one?
It's a continuation from the original Kaniku Man. Where the original Kaniku Man ended after he fought the 5 fated princes to see who was the actual king of planet Kaniku, and of course it turned out to be him. And this is basically the storyline that happened after that.
Interesting.
The story, I'll set up the premise, but I won't spoil anything other. Basically, the 3 different Chojin factions, which the superpowered wrestlers are called. There's the Segi Chojin or the Justice Chojin, the Akuma Chojin, and the Perfect Chojin. And they were all getting together to sign an agreement, a peace treaty. And the big bad guy shows up to wreck all that. And I'm not going to go anymore because that might do some spoiler stuff. And I feel it's something you guys should watch. The first episode 0, does explain the backstory of Kaniku Man pretty well. I feel it does. It doesn't touch on some of the stuff like that because when Kaniku Man first started, it always had wrestling, but when it first started, it was actually for the most part of Ultraman parody manga. It just the wrestling stuff was more interesting to the fans. So just over time, they phased out the Ultraman shit until it's pretty much forgotten now and just focused on the wrestling. And then once the wrestling was permanently established, then they started adding the fucking weird wrestling shit. Because in the early days, the wrestlers were like based off of like real life wrestlers like Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes, people like that. But as the time went on, they added more like inhuman wrestlers like Sunshine and Stikase King, who was basically just a humanoid tape deck player.
Oh, so they actually based it off of like actual wrestling now?
I mean, it's superhuman wrestling because they do finishers that defy gravity and realistically would fucking kill you if you did it on somebody. But yeah, it's pro wrestling.
I would love this. You know what? Now I just want to see this anime and see them do a spinning pile driver.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
they do. Let's put it this. I'll put it this way. Kaniku Man, his finisher is the Kaniku Buster, or
Muscle Buster.
exactly.
In a sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't differently than Samoa Joe. I don't think Samoa Joe has ever gotten the fucking air that Kaniku Man's gotten.
This was also what he's saying is this was also, I believe, an Ultimate Muscle, the same Buster.
Yeah, the Kaniku Buster is the same butt buster or muscle buster and such.
Wait, did you just say butt buster?
Yes,
Yep.
in
Yes,
the
sir.
American version,
Yes,
the
sir.
Kaniku Buster or the Muscle Buster was also called the Butt Buster.
Damn you, 4 kids!
Curse you!
We are talking about this series right here in case you are curious what we're talking about.
And
Don't get me wrong, the Japanese intro to Kanikuman Nisai was really good, but the American Ultimate Muscle opening, that was pretty fucking fire.
yes, sir.
One of my favorite anime
Android.
franchises is
Ronin
Oh.
Warriors, that's when I grew
That's an
grew
OG.
up on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But anyway,
Ronin
last
Warriors.
night, or technically earlier this morning during the middle of the night, I actually did get to watch all of Dragon Ball Superhero.
oh,
Sick.
Yeah. And I gotta say, it was amazing. And not only that, at the end credits, it says it was made in the Unreal Engine. I'm like, really? People are using the Unreal Engine to make animes now?
Normally that's fit for video games. I didn't know they can do it for movies now.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
it doesn't surprise me.
yeah, I
It
didn't know
looks
that
good.
either.
It looks pretty new and dated. I mean, it looks visually, graphically beautiful.
I mean,
But I
people
was
have been,
like, man, I think the older animation style probably would have been more fire, but I ain't complaining.
hey, if it looks good, it looks good. I'm willing to try any kind of art style because there are some art styles that are just absolutely beautiful, like the art style for Cowboy Bebop, and
Oh, yeah.
then there's other art styles, and this for me, this is a personal opinion. I find Shin-chan to be eye-rapingly horrible.
Wow.
Crayon
You had to say eye
Shin-chan.
raping. Jesus Christ.
That's I have a way with words. My apologies if I
No.
offended.
I appreciate that because let's not be around the bush. Let's not sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Please.
like I said, that is just my personal opinion. I don't like it. I'm not saying that it's objectively bad. I personally don't like it, but it might be someone's cup of tea. I mean, Shin Chan was famous enough to be like duo stuff with like Kamen Rider Deno and a bunch of other stuff. So I mean, my
And the
opinion,
reference to Ninja Gaiden, I'll never forget that episode.
yeah. So clearly Shin Chan is popular, and I am the weirdo in the back screaming, "This sucks."
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of favorite animes, my favorite one is basically Akira, and then
I've
the other
never
one
seen
is
it.
Ranma
I've
One
heard
Half.
of it, but sorry to interrupt you. I've never seen Akira, but I've heard about it. I've heard.
Oh,
of it.
Akira is really good.
One of
It's
our
a little bit
Thursday-
bloody and gory, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
And of
One of the
course,
Thursday watch parties, we'll have to watch it.
Leave me
oh,
alone.
and I know the place. And
Leave me
not only
alone.
that, the other one I like is 1, Pokemon, 2, Rest in Peace, Rachel, and 3, Dragon Ball Z.
Where?
Oh, and we can't forget Digimon in that mix either.
Digimon, digital monsters.
I really like I said, Kazuno Stigma is always a good favorite anime of mine. Bleach will always be one of my personal favorites.
Oh yeah.
I don't. How many of you guys actually heard of
Speaking of Digimon,
D-Gray Man?
I remember D Gray Man. I start the
great in
manga
that
and then I'll read like a certain part way into it and then just like
why does
stop.
that sound familiar?
Alan Walker,
I don't know. I don't know.
white hair, changes his right arm, changes to different type of weapons like claws, swords, and a cannon.
Yeah, You got me interested though. What you just how you said that.
Did great, man. If you have the streaming service Hulu, you could watch it there.
Yeah,
I
got
do.
Hulu.
Me too.
So yeah, if you
Oh, it seems like most of Crunchyroll and Funimation is losing most of their crap.
oh wow,
Womp womp.
well, that's what you get for being greedy, there, Funimation.
Yeah, you got bought out by Sony, and now you're a part of the corporate of Sony and Crunchyroll. Not much originality. I mean, anime is just all over the place currently.
Really is.
Yeah, I mean, The Gray Man was produced and made by Funimation for the English dub, and like I said, Todd Habercorn was great in that. Plus,
Lucy Christensen was a really good Lena Lee.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's too late. Oh, yes.
Is there
I mean-
a conversation going on in the background?
My roommates are playing the game.
I see. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Me and Smalls love Chrono Crusade. It is one of the really good animes that anybody that has never seen it, 100%, I recommend it. It is one that not a lot of people, I would say, know about, but it has a really good voice cast. Lucy is really good in that one.
Lucy Christian's not in that one. It's Hilary Hagg. And,
Sorry, Hillary.
Greg Ayers.
Greg Ayers and Hillary are really good. They have a really good pairing combination in that
Yeah,
show.
they do.
ADV Films did a great job on that.
Oh, okay, I know what it is.
We just don't speak of Evangelion's Karen.
We're not speaking of that winch.
Let's not.
I just don't speak of Evangelion because, except to make jokes about it, I just don't like the show.
I mean, Greg was also good in that one too. Leo, get away from the salad.
Get in the robot, Shinji.
Shinji, get in the robot.
Your dad loves you.
I was gonna. Digimon is definitely in my top 5 animes of all time. I was looking up Rachel Lillis a second ago, and a and I did not notice, but she was in a 4Kids anime called Dinosaur King.
Dino King.
Dinosaur King? What is
Yes. It is.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, it's.
I would probably need to watch that.
Yes,
Never-
it was really good. It was.
that? Never heard of it.
Give me a second.
Oh, I recognize this anime. I've never watched an episode all the way through, but I recognize the art and such from it.
I would say it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh
it's on Netflix.
style art, or there's a card game. It's. Oh.
If I may, let me read. I'll read from the wiki.
Go ahead.
Dinosaur King is a Japanese card-based arcade game from Sega that uses similar game mechanics to Mushi King. This game was revealed in JAMA 2005. A Nintendo DS version was also later released. Let's see. The series has been adapted to an anime series, and the anime ran for a year. Got 49 episodes.
Hey, that's a great run.
Basically, it sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh, but dinosaurs. From just
It's literally so.
Or-
It's, wait.
or
It's
do it
literally
here.
Yu-Gi-Oh with.
Yep. Max, here we go. The synopsis of the series, first season.
Here's the
Max-
link in case
Max
anybody's
Taylor
curious.
is the son of a paleontologist, Dr. Spike Taylor. After falling out of bed early one morning and witnessing a meteor fall from the sky, Max
know
set
if
out
that's
with his friends
clickable.
Rex Owen and Zoe Drake into a forest where the meteor has crashed. They find stones with the symbols for lightning, wind, and grass on them, and a card with a picture of a Triceratops on it. The Triceratops that is later named Chomp is accidentally activated when Max rubs the card on the stone. That doesn't sound dirty. The D team meet their new enemies in the Alpha gang, consisting of Dr. Z, Ursula, Xander, Ed, Seth, Laura, Rod, Helga, and the Alpha droids. The Alpha gang plans to obtain the dinosaur cards that were lost when their time machine exploded and stranding them in the present. Rex activated a Carnotaurus card, which was named Ace, and Zoe activated a Parasaurolophus, which was named Paris. Real imaginative there. The D team and Alpha gang often clash for possessions of dinosaurs that are activated when their cards are activated. In the finale, Seth turns on his comrades with his black Tyrannosaurus, which is ultimately defeated. Seth attempts to bring Chomp back to the past, which fails, and Seth is sent in the past alone. The D team surrender their dinosaurs to Rex's original parents with many tears. And there's a second season. I'm not going to read that, but okay, maybe not so much Yu-Gi-Oh with dinosaurs, except for maybe the card stuff, but story-wise, it's not even anywhere close to fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
But it definitely has piqued my interest.
I'd actually have to watch the series through, because, like I said, the most I've seen is like clips here. Like I'm flipping through the channel and like, oh, it was on the TV.
Not only that, the video games actually kind of interest me even more.
Like I said, I don't think I've said it, but I'll say it now. We will be reviewing it, so there you go.
Not cool.
I'll see if I can't find the anime on my own times. Me and my roommates give it a watch.
And I mean, we can do watch parties of that, also animes. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, and I know Toku and Smalls said they haven't seen it, Ronan. But have you seen an old anime by the title of Fist of the North Star?
Of course I do. I love that show.
Yeah, I'm less familiar with the show that ran through the 80s and more of the movies that one movie that came out. That was basically the first like 6 or 7 manga condensed really interestingly.
Yep.
There's a lot of fighting games from it.
A lot of fighting games and a lot of anime based off the trope of wandering kung fu Jesus.
I wouldn't call him Kung Fu Jesus. More like Mad Max mixed with Bruce Lee.
I would say Kung Fu Jesus because he wanders the land, bringing hope to people. It just instead of with words of hope and peace, he brings hope to the people by violently blowing up Mad Max cosplayers.
When you put it like that, there it is.
Point taken.
When you put it like that makes it sound even more morbid.
I mean, if you actually sit and watch it, it's an interesting series, but I don't think it's a series that could be made exactly the same way it was made back then.
I see that. There is a.
But yeah, our Ronan and I know a friend of ours that likes Fist of the North Star, and that's Bankai.
Yes.
There you go. In case Brony's not here, and those are some of his animes he loves.
What?
I remember
no one
reading Rave.
Knows Rave Master other than
I've read Rave Master. I fucking love.
I love Rave Master.
Dude, that was another good one where Michelle Ruff and Yuri
Yuri
Lowenthal did a good job in that one.
I really thought I was in the loop of this. Like, no one's ever heard of Rave Master. What the hell?
I know of Rave Master. I mean, Rave Master aired on Toonami, and then it was on the Sci-Fi Animondays for a short while, and I was hoping to finish watching Rave Master.
I'm like the newest fan of Fairy Tail. I'm slowly diving into it. I am not taking it full steam like a lot of people do, I think. It's one where I have to watch it episode by episode, not like rush it up. Like, if you know what I mean, like rapid fire episode. And so I'm just doing it day by day when I watch it. I'm not gonna rush it because, I mean, after watching the second episode, I kind of got lost in it with my head and stuff. So I have to rewatch it when I have time. But I actually thought the first episode for Fairy Tale season 1 was pretty decent.
I've only watched the first episode of the anime. I've read the manga though till like shortly before they did their first time the time skip. Wasn't it during a tournament they did that happen in Fairy Tale where they did a big time skip?
Do any of you guys watch Fairy Tale?
Not necessarily. Well, I stopped watching it. It got good until it literally just was all over the place. Like one moment has a final season. Oh wait, it has another one. Oh, it has another one. Like, do you want to end or do you want to keep going?
They just
They want to make money.
they just started a new sequel series to Fairy Tale, in fact. And it just started recently. I haven't heard anything about it, if it's good or not. Brownie, type in if you've seen it. I was gonna ask, do you like it? Have you seen the new series or season of Fairy Tale? The new arc. That's a better way of saying it. Anyways, I love Rave Master. The opening is on fire to me. I wish they had. This is one anime I've heard that they never finished the anime like they did in the manga.
Oh, basically finishing it in the West.
Yes, I don't. They might have finished it in Japan. I don't think so, but
Oh, most definitely, like with Zatch Bell, they finished that both manga and in the anime in Japan because East is always better, and then we get about half of that when it was starting to get good, and then they're like canceling it, and then Naruto. I mean, it's not to say 20 years ago Naruto was good, but it's like, man, Tanami is going downhill, and they're burning up in a burst of flames.
Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe that's the reason why Cartoon Network had no choice but to fire everyone in Toonami.
Yeah, that was a sad day.
uh-huh.
I mean, I still watch Tanami to this day now, ever since that April Fool's prank.
That hurts my soul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stop reminding me that I'm
Chest.
old. I used to watch Toonami when I was a kid. Stop. Shut up. I'm not old.
I mean, I'm not name dropping the whole YouTube name, but Paul was kind of insensitive to a lot of us for being Tanami faithfuls.
Who?
And
He'll send you on the DM who he's talking about.
Ronan
Do I
knows
wanna
what
know?
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No,
This tall guy. Do I want to know? No, honestly, do I want to know who this guy is?
You don't
I
want
mean,
Then you know what?
I
You don't need
mean-
to send me anything. I'm fine not knowing.
well, I do give Paul praise for a few things when it came to the whole Vic situation, but we're not gonna go into that toxic cesspool, okay?
The last
Yeah.
thing we want. The last thing we want is this stream to get raided by a whole bunch of SJWs and nonsense.
Oh, yeah, we don't want to offend the ABC mobs and everything.
Whoa. Oh, don't worry about that.
I think I know what Paul you're talking about.
Probably you do, because
He's a DBZ name.
Well, it's not quite a DBZ name, but it was basically about the legendary Super Saiyan. That is part of his YouTube name, minus
that's
the legendary.
Sorry, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying that's the hint you'll get, geek, if you want to know who it is.
I don't.
Okay,
He's
good.
one of the bigger YouTubers, but I keep
Andy is a
saying-
gamer.
I mean, there's a reason why I'm just only saying his first name, Paul.
Mhm.
Let's not.
Fist of the North Star does look like something I would watch, actually. But I'll have Geek introduce us if he wants to.
Oh,
But
I wouldn't mind. I don't actually own any DVDs of it myself. I used to have a VHS of the
I'm
movie
not. What I'm
years ago.
sorry to interrupt. I wasn't saying not all. Like, uh, we have animes that also are connected to Tokusatsu currently. We have Go Go Loser Ranger. Is that Go
What?
Go Loser Ranger or something? Go Go something is one of them currently.
There's an anime coming out that I know. I'll be honest.
Yes,
The current
Go
trend of
Go Loser Ranger is the name of it. Sorry.
the current trend of isekai. I'll be honest. It's like every time I turn around, there's a new isekai, and it just seems boring. But I saw the trailer one for one like a week or so back. I forget the title, but the premise is a Power Ranger, the Red Ranger, to be specific, gets sent to a fantasy world. And
A Power Ranger gets sent to an isekai world.
yeah, Red Ranger gets isekai to a fantasy world, and I think that would be interesting.
Have
That
okay.
sounds like Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Have you guys heard of an anime called Symphiger by chance?
Never heard of it.
That sounds.
Mm,
The
I
name
wouldn't know.
sounds familiar.
Symphiger is a tokusatsu. It is kind of a tokusatsu, because they henshin like in like Sentai or Rider, in a sense. I don't think Ronan's seen a lot of Sentai, or sorry, you've seen the Power Ranger version. You haven't seen the better
The
stuff.
super-
I'm saying the super.
Yes, the Super
Yeah,
Sentai.
the super
Sorry,
or-
dudes. I would. Sorry,
or-
dudes. I have no idea what that is.
We're talking about
Literally.
what it is the Japanese version of Power Rangers. In other
Yes.
words,
Yep, never heard of it.
you would like it. I think it's for adults more.
If you like Power Rangers, if you like Power Rangers, Sentai is basically where Power Rangers came from.
I'm not really the biggest Power Ranger fan myself, but
Mhm.
if you recommend it, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I strongly recommend watching Shoe Ranger because, yeah.
Zeranger. I like the name.
Zyu Ranger.
Yeah, but Go Go Loser Ranger is like a Power Rangers because the costumes are. If I could pull an image, I'll pull an image here. Keep talking.
Booga 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 booga.
Global warming sucks.
I think another one though.
Insert interesting topic here.
I think another though of animes that I love is Yu-Gi-Oh. It's set the bar high for other card style playing animes when it came out.
Which one? To
I'm
be
talking about
exact.
the one with Dan Green. Duel Monsters is the one that
Okay,
hits.
I was
The
gonna say,
original
which one was it?
Yu-Gi-Oh was interesting, but as they did newer series, it just seemed to go off the rail. I'll be honest. When they brought in the fucking motorcycle bullshit for that one,
The
Yu-Gi-Oh
5Ds.
series,
5Ds.
that's when I kind of just checked out.
Yeah,
I
emotionally
mean, I
checked
think.
out.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say 5Ds is where it's Yu-Gi-Oh had
Go
its
ahead.
peak.
The fuck does a motorcycle have to do with a goddamn card game?
Card games on motorcycles, geek. How can you not like that? That's a good idea.
Well, I'll be
I mean-
honest. I don't like most. I don't.
I don't know if
I
you
don't
can
like-
see that, but that's what I was talking about. By
Oh,
Go
I'm
Go Loser
reading
Ranger.
that.
Whoa.
Where one of the ranger bad guys disguises himself as a ranger candidate so he can infiltrate and kill the actual rangers who turn out to be fucking vile pieces. Oh, I love this series. It's a good series.
This is ongoing right now, as in case anybody's watching at home or just wondering. This is an ongoing current series, I believe. Oh,
This is a good series.
another one, and I'll pull this one also up.
Kaiju
Is
number 8. Me and my roommate finished watching that series a couple weeks back.
I really liked it. I did recommend this one to Brony. I don't know if Brony himself.
Oh no, we lost Ronan.
Oh.
He might be back.
I hope he's back. He sounds cool.
Yeah, he's really cool.
He's a genuine good guy.
Sounds like it. Wouldn't mind playing some video games with him.
Depends on the crane. Anyway, I'll beat the foot over once.
He's back. No,
Yay!
sorry, he's not. Never mind. Oh, sorry.
Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Give me crank going, and I don't care. There's a reason why I made my title what it is.
But we'll have to watch. Me, you, and Smalls Geek will have to watch Kaiju number 8. It looks.
I'll be happy to rewatch it.
Okay.
I also want to watch Tasha the Evil with you guys.
Another one. Me and Geek love this one. I know. I showed Smalls the first.
Goblin Slayer.
Goblins.
Ronan just informed me that his power went out.
Okay. It's
Oh
fine.
no. Is he okay? I mean, well, he's texting you, so clearly he's okay. But you know.
He texted me. He messaged me on Discord, so he's fine.
Discord.
Definitely going to have him back.
Yeah,
he's cool.
but yeah, we will for sure. Maybe when we do anime reviews next month. Hint.
I mean, he managed to be in this live stream for 40 minutes, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm saying that's a good chunk, but he'll be missed.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was gonna say you do not know Brandon, but I do. Named Brandon, the anime guy, Geek. He's on.
I do know Brandon.
Yeah, I was gonna get Brandon on. I'm friends with him on Twitter. Which
don't you mean X, or did they go back to Twitter?
No, it's X. I don't want to say the word.
Oh man, I would go the political rabbit hole and talk about rich billionaires that are like Batman, but 1,000 times worse.
And also, every time you refuse to say the name of something like that, you just give it power over you. Fuck X. Fuck Musk. They don't have the power to be that I want to fucking.
Okay. Anyways.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah.
But one thing about Goblin Slayer, isn't Brad Hawkins the voice of Goblin?
Yes, he is.
Man, that is epically cool. That's
I have no idea.
Brad Hawkins. In case so, I don't know. Do you remember Power Rangers Zeo, Geek?
Yes.
Brad Hawkins is the voice of the Gold Ranger.
Oh.
Power Rangers Zeo.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know a lot of actors' name unless they're like super famous or like I particularly like their work. But if you tell me this guy was in this role and he voiced this other guy in this role, then usually I'll get it.
I believe that's how Smalls thinks, right?
I mean, I think it's kind of cool that 2 former Power Ranger stars became voice actors. One, that's a reference to Johnny Young Bosch. He definitely revolutionized and made voice acting look cool. And 2, Brad Hawkins. That is 2 successes right there.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second. Brony just was talking about Kaiju number 8 in the.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just sad that for the manga at least a lot of people are feeling that the manga feels like it's coming to its end. It's reading like it's the final arc. You know what I mean?
Kaiju number 8 you're talking about? I was gonna say there is good news, and it is getting the next season is coming out next year.
Yeah, I am going to look forward to that. I kind of hope when they release it to America, they release it all at once, because I am really hating waiting a week for the new episodes of Kinnikuman.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, another one that's actually related to Tokusatsu is basically Go Lion or Voltron. Man, I grew up watching Voltron as a kid. It's
Same.
only thanks to my older brother. But yeah, that was definitely a Sentai if I ever did see
Yeah,
one.
This
I have to
one-
thank my parents who were like, "Oh, we need to put a cartoon on for the kid. Here you go, Sonny."
Yeah,
I think-
and
Matter of fact, I think Brony, who has never seen it, in fact would probably love that one. We'll have to.
He's never seen Voltron.
I don't
I
think so.
mean, man,
I mean, wow! I got kids at the store who are like 16 who know Voltron.
yeah, I mean, Go Lion's iconic. I mean, probably second to, and I mean, it's cool because they involve a giant mecha. What else is cool is Gundam. That's why I love the mecha genre.
I love Gundam. Gundam 8th MS Team is my absolute favorite, and 0083 Stardust Memory is also one of my absolute favorite series.
Bro, that's another one I'm still watching because 20 years ago I never got to finish that.
Which one?
Because 0083, I mean,
Stardust Memory. Oh yeah, that has my favorite Gundam in it. The 5 Salas. I don't know, just something
I
about the
think
big
that's the
bazooka
one
and
me
shield
and
is
you
fucking cool.
didn't finish.
yeah, I mean, like, if we count from 22 years ago or 21 years ago when it was airing on Adult Swim on Saturdays, bro, that was like the highlight of my junior high school life.
That's what I would usually watch on my days off when I get off when I'd be off of work, because I'd worked early morning shift, so I'd normally go to bed on my work nights, but on my nights that I was off, I'd stay up late, and I'd usually stay up watching Toonami and watching Gundam Stardust Memory and 8th MS Team.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting on how the sequels after 0079, after Amuro and basically RX-78, it's interesting that it's Zeta Gundam that comes next after Gundam, and then we're gonna add like a bunch of prequels to that leads up and makes sense to Zeta Gundam as to why there's still so many conflicts. I mean, it kind of branches off. But I gotta say, Annabelle Gato in the video games and how he's betrayed by Kirk Thornton, I'm like, bro, that is so freaking badass.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That, I mean, the people who wrote 0083 Stardust Memory, it is well written.
Yeah, very well written.
Yeah, and Geek, you probably heard of Battle Assault for the PlayStation 1, right?
Yeah, I think I had all the first 2 Battle Assaults.
I have.
We're talking about the Gundam game that was like Dynasty Warriors, but Gundam, right?
We're talking about like Street Fighter based, well, not Kasuge fighting games where you get endlessly juggled, but yeah.
Do you have a picture of it for him so you might help him know what you're talking
let me
about?
go get a couple of pictures.
Oh, you're fine. I was just.
And it was, you said Gundam Battle Assault?
Gundam Battle Assault 2 and 3.
Gundam.
He's getting you pictures.
I'm googling it myself.
Okay.
Gundam. Yeah. Yep. Wait. No, this wasn't. I know of this game, but I was thinking of something else. But yeah, I remember this game.
Mm-hmm.
My roommate has this on a emulator.
Yeah, I have it on emulator since I have a pretty well designed gaming PC. I can play PlayStation and PlayStation 2 ISF files, no problem. It runs smooth.
And this is just me. Just a picture of this. Realistically, the God Gundam would be absolutely destroyed by either the RX-78 or the Wing Gundam for the simple fact it has no ranged weapons. And the Wing Gundam and the RX-78 Both have a pretty good range weapons. They'd shoot the shit out of it before he could ever get in fingering distance. Ha ha ha.
Well, then again, there's basically Domon's the Fireball Hadouken, Kyoken, and then there's Sekiha Yoken.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Wing Zero Custom Buster Rifle gonna mulch that. And I'm sorry, but Epion versus New Gundam is just unfair. Like, just,
Considering Amuro as an adult in the New Gundam is just overkill.
and no, the Epion is even worse than the God Gundam. At least the God Gundam has fucking Gatlings in its shoulder. It has some form of a ranged weapon. The Epion has none. It
Only has a
whip
beam saber and it
that
can
whip.
only transform and fly.
And the heat whip. The New Gundam is made
Oh
of
yeah, the
ranged
heat
weapons.
rod.
Yeah, the New Gundam is made of ranged weapons. the Epion
Yeah,
is
thin
dead.
funnels everywhere. Plus the whole pyramid of light move that Amuro pulled off. Yeah, I literally call it the pyramid of light.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Epion versus New Gundam is just unfair.
Oh yeah, I mean, if anybody has ever played Endless Duel, yeah, Epion is a broken boss.
They have to make him broken because next to any Gundam with any kind of ranged weapon, he's fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who pilots it, Hero, Trace, or Miliardo. Yeah, Epion doesn't have anything.
Yeah, for range, but a good pilot against somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. Well, any experienced guy going up against somebody who doesn't know what they're doing would be good. I guess I'm talking out my ass.
I
don't know what I'm doing.
Which Voltron do you recommend for beginners?
The
original from the 80s, the stuff that my brother grew up on, and the stuff I grew up on.
He said,
I
add
second
it.
that.
He said, add it. Did you see? I don't know if you see the comments, but
Oh, I see it.
I don't. I hope he add. I don't.
Yeah, he added to his watch list.
Mhm.
I don't. I hope he added the original.
And the Netflix Voltron I thought was pretty good personally.
Yeah, even the Nickelodeon one that came out 12 years ago.
I think that's the same one. Netflix. No, is it?
Was the one on Nickelodeon the CGI one?
No, the one that CGI came out like close to 30 years ago, back in like the 90s.
Shut up! It's not that long. It wasn't 30 years ago. Fuck you! I'm not that old. Stop reminding me that I'm old.
Bro, I am old too, so don't come whining or complaining to me. Because I remember in 95 or 96, it was the CGI new, rebooted, battle-scarred, oh boy, the Prince.
I just remember that in the CGI one, besides Lotar being mostly robot and voiced by Tim Curry. I remember that the Voltron would like take on a different form when it went to a different dimension, and then there was Dragatron.
The
Netflix
I
one
mean,
is
I
what I was talking
remember
about. That's a
watching
good
War
one.
Planets, and I remember War Planets getting micro machines, and I was like, the micro machines are cool and everything, but it's like, it's cool, but it's like, I don't want the toys if it's a choking hazard.
Yeah.
And mind you, I was only 5 at the time, and I knew not to put it in my mouth.
That's what she said.
That's indeed tis what she proclaimed.
But one thing I like that there's animes that are like Sentais in animes, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. There was a girl anime that did the Sentai roll call for Die Ranger.
Ooh.
Did Did you know Smalls? Did you know there's a live action Sailor Moon Tokusatsu show?
Yeah, I've been made perfectly aware of that since '08.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll probably
I was
watch
like,
it at some point.
if it's not dubbed, then I'm not gonna give the sub a try. But since
Actually, since what?
but since the Viz Media one has been around, it's like, I might actually watch the live action just for the lols, and it might actually maybe good.
I can't speak for it, but I'm gonna get off topic, so I'll stick it back to
I'll
anime
share it in
about
the group, but the anime that did the Die Ranger roll call was Girls und Panzer. I know that series. I love that series. That's a great series. And I'm not much one for those cutesy girl series. But Girls und Panzer was really cool.
No, I believe it. And what else? Oh yeah, I definitely like most of the Dragon Ball Z games.
Budokai.
Budokai is definitely a great series. I mean, then it became
Are-
Tenkaichi.
Are you excited? Are you excited about the upcoming one?
Sparking Zero? Yes, I wish it was branded and titled as Tenkaichi Budokai 4, but hey, Sparking Zero, hey, at least that's staying accurate.
Yep.
I might get it when it comes out.
Yeah.
I want.
mean-
I want to try my hand at it because I remember playing on the PS2, the Budokais.
Yeah, I mean, Budokai is basically your traditional 2.5D fighting game, which that isn't too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Budokai Tenkaichi or the Sparking games are just battle arenas, but if you get stun locked and basically reach max power mode, yeah, you're not going to do anything.
Womp womp.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's where battle arenas, it's like, they're great, but if you know the exploits, nobody's going to be able to.
Yep, that's the one, Brony.
Almost to the point where they don't need to be. They're getting big.
What?
Well, like I said, battle arenas, if you know the exploits in those games, then the other player isn't going to have a good time if you're going to get stun locked and get comboed instantly and endlessly. That's why I have such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't play fighting games.
I mean, look at Fist of the North Star. People call that a kusuge for a reason. If it's so broken with the mechanics and you keep getting jungled endlessly and in fighting tournaments, if the opponent is bribing the player because they're getting juggled and they can't really do anything, then yes, that is keyword kusuge. You're not going to be able to do anything because broken mechanics.
Again, that's why I don't play fighting games. I'll stick with my horde shooters and base builders.
Let me know whenever you play DBD again.
I play it. I mean, if you get a working computer and want to play it, just hit me up.
I
Shit,
think
we could do a stream. We could do a stream of the game for one of the podcasts sometime.
But Dead by Daylight is cross-play, and
that's what I was trying to say, Geek. I could play it with you on the PlayStation, me on the PlayStation, you on the computer. That's what I was trying to say.
We just need to get one more guy, and then we can do a full-on custom game.
Considering it's also cross-play on the mobile app too, or at least that's as far as I know. But then again, I could be speaking out of my ass.
Would you play it? Smalls?
I mean, I could kind of play it, but then again, I would probably play like trash.
I am a filthy casual, except for my one friend who he says was good enough to be invited to tournaments. Everybody else I would be bringing along. are filthy casuals.
Oh, and filthy casuals. That's heresy. Nah, I'm kidding. But that's far from blasphemy in the gaming community. Doesn't matter if you're casual or hardcore. I don't care. Even if you're a moderate gamer, I don't care.
I just want somebody to play with. I don't care if you're good as long as you're not one of those that if you lose starts screaming and destroying your computer because you're losing.
Bruh.
And no squeakers.
Bruh. That's kind of like me when it comes to me losing on Paladins or Valorant. Of course, I can't even play Valorant on my new PC because I have to go into the BIOS and I'm like, okay, I don't want to break my new computer. I don't want to break my baby.
I've played Paladins. I like playing as the goblin with the Gatling gun. The one in the neck.
Oh, you're talking about Ruckus.
Yes, Ruckus.
Yeah.
Unless you're already in the
Sorry.
Yeah, I find it cool that he's a goblin, but his mech talks to him. He's like Tony Stark.
Rachel was.
Well, Tony
in it.
Stark, his mech actually does talk to him. He built it to do that.
Rachel
Yeah.
was also in Sonic X.
Oh, yeah.
She was Danny, whoever that is, and I never really watched Sonic X. To be
She was
frank.
also in Berserk. She was Princess Charlotte.
Whoa. That I didn't recognize, but oh boy.
DNA 2, Animation Runner, Kurumi, Alien 9.
She played a character in the Jurassic Park World Lego game.
Yeah. Those are fun just to kill time and stuff with.
Most of the Lego games are. I have
remembering
fond memories of playing Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Considering and remembering Rachel, though, is that we're never going to forget she is loved and still loved to this day. We love her and we greatly miss her, just like we all miss JDF.
Uh-huh.
God bless their souls. And hopefully they found some peace.
May they've been in heaven an hour before the devil ever realized they passed.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, I love Rachel very much. I mean, she was definitely a part of our childhood.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I feel like she played a puzzle piece in my childhood. I mean,
Yeah.
And to say that though, I still have pieces that are still in place, like Dan Green and Eric Stewart and others.
Yeah. I mean,
Peter Cullen's is a big
for
one.
the whole localization and redubbing. Like Eric Stewart said in his email or something that the Pokemon company doesn't care. They replaced us wrongfully. I mean, I had a hard time adjusting to Ash's new voice actress for a long time, and now that the series is over, it's like, wow. It's kind of like surreal once Ash finally wins a championship.
Mhm.
Yep. They spent so long not letting that poor bastard win one.
I know. It's like I have the first 4 Pokemon movies, and it's like I have a piece of Rachel's legacy.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I mean,
Misty will forever be one of my favorite female characters, I think, in Pokemon because she was always whacking Brock whenever he was goofing off or something, you know.
I wouldn't say goofing off. He was just being
A pervert.
being a perv, and you don't have to trick 4Kids censorship for that. It's because Brock was hormonal and he discovered girls. I'm like, bruh.
I'm just wondering how he saw any of them.
Oh yeah, because of the eyes. I would
What
say
eyes? They were all
but-
closed.
Yeah, even Brock's dad, her eyes are shut.
You know what's interesting? I think her last anime was Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter 2016 to 2019.
Oh,
The remake.
yeah.
Her.
Usually when Hunter x Hunter, or basically the guy that does Yu Yu Hakusho, basically they don't pronounce the X, it's pronounced Hunter x Hunter, and it's
Okay,
so
I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, Geek, am I wrong there? I mean, I'm not correcting anybody here.
I always thought it was Hunter x Hunter, or I never knew and never. I'll be honest, never knew, never cared.
Well, and plus Rachel's role as Jessie, because I started to pick up on key notes and tones. I'm like, yeah, that does sound like Misty to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jessie, I was definitely sort of down bad for. But what surprises me is that Brock was never a perv around Jessie.
Do you remember Winx
Yes, he wasn't his
Club?
type.
Do you remember Winx Club?
Oh, definitely remember Winx.
Winx Club. She was in that.
Mm.
She was in the dub. She's Cubics. I barely remember that one.
I barely remember Cubics.
Yeah, Cubics is one series that takes me so far back because, yeah.
She's in Chaotic, which was her last game role was Jigglypuff in Ultimate. Smash Bros. Ultimate.
That was
Jessie
horrible.
was a villainess, that is correct, but still, Jessie was hotter. And definitely not flat.
And her last movie role was Detective Pikachu.
Holy
because
crap!
she voices Pikachu. She voices Pikachu when Pikachu is speaking Pokemon. When it's speaking human, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
But when you hear Pikachu, that's her.
Aw, now that's dedication to the series.
Oh yeah. Like I said, look at her voice list for Pokemon. It's easier to name Pokemon she didn't voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure she didn't do any of the Geodudes because those were clearly voiced by dudes.
Geodude.
Hunter.
I don't know when, but we are gonna have a sequel to Detective Pikachu. It looks like.
Well, yeah, that movie made it
was pretty good,
amount of
actually.
money, and
I
Ryan
liked
Reynolds
it.
had fun making it.
It was fun. It was honestly good.
I mean, considering Ryan Reynolds is a family man and basically tries to make his wife laugh at any given moment, but I'm pretty sure he has to try to entertain his kids in some shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
That man's gonna have a brain aneurysm by the time he's 50. I can see he's gonna be in the middle of entertaining something and just.
I mean, how do I say it? Despite on how okay, we're kind of veering off topic because we're supposed to be talking about Tokusatsu and anime, but Ryan Reynolds actually has the most physical appearance to Hal Jordan. But despite Hal Jordan is probably more serious in the comic books, Ryan Reynolds wasn't that bad, but some people say
the script was shit.
The script was ass.
Ryan Reynolds is a great actor. The Green Lantern script was shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, I find it funny in Deadpool 2, where he literally offs himself for that role. I'm like, bruh, killing yourself in this universe is not going to solve anything.
Yeah, especially because if he actually killed himself, that would mean Deadpool never got made, and that scene would never happen. And look, paradox, gotta love that shit.
A dimensional time paradox.
Yep. Where's the TVA when you fucking need him?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Go ahead.
More importantly, the first movie that I never knew was basically Ryan Reynolds' first movie that I know of is Sabrina the Teenage Witch before the TV series. That one I can definitely say, I'm like, oh, Ryan Reynolds isn't new? He's been around for that long?
I mean, yeah. But it's... Go. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna gear us towards the closing of this. Yeah,
it's getting on in time, and sadly I gotta go soon.
Rachel will be missed. She is
May she
probably
rest in
as
power.
rest in peace, power, whatever. And Pokemon lost a dear, really talented voice actress due to breast cancer, fuck cancer.
With her death, they lost they lost almost half the cast.
I mean,
Yeah.
she
let's
voiced so many things
yeah.
on there.
Well, we're gonna miss all the sassiness and the arguments between Ash and Misty, two OGs of Generation
We're
One.
not gonna miss them. Those arguments will always exist in reruns and such.
Yeah, very true. Plus, not only that, we're gonna miss the water power that the second gym leader of the series. We're gonna miss that water power.
But I mean, you could have a voice actress that we don't know about. We don't know if Misty got replaced by somebody else. Do we know that?
Not I can name of, but not only that, Rachel was also in Gundam Unicorn. The where
Yeah, but luckily that series is done.
yeah, that is true. But I just figure I'd point that out there. But Najir is such an idiot. He never even noticed that the girl really liked him, and he went for the girl that is of royalty of the space colonies.
Gotta go for that Royal Lucy.
Uh-huh.
Misty's final season, she did reprise her role, I think, in the final finale, which is Pokemon Ultimate Journeys series. That is Ash's final journey, in case you're curious. It's 25 seasons, 25th.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. But
Wait.
yeah, God bless her soul. We love you. We'll miss you. And until we see you in the next life.
Yes, indeed.
Everybody else, have a good one. Peace out, and may you have an awesome week or awesome month, because we're not gonna be back for a month.
Same. Do you want to say your closing thoughts, Smalls?
I said it already.
Okay. But this has been Tokusatsu Action Anime Land. Tokusatsu Action Anime Thursday Night Titans Episode 3 signing out. We will see you next month with... What's the plan for next month? What anime are we reviewing?
Anime. We're reviewing anime.
Which one? That's what I'm asking you.
Whichever one catches our fancy. We seem to do better when we just let the discussions go where they go.
Wherever our feet may roam.
Anyways,
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the quad team, or now the trio of 3 great compadres, minus the fourth one, but God bless.
Have a good month, everybody. Stay